inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And bringing them out is the top pick in the 2018 draft, fiery competitor from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. Again, they run with Edmonds. Muscles him off. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Third down now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. The veteran who spent last season in Denver, it's Latavius Murray. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, you want to run up the middle. They can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now. And it gives a running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff. It's Murray. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Bills sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Breaks through the contact. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Mayfield now on second down. Incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Mayfield. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Mayfield to throw it. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Man in motion is Sherfield. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Minshew's throw here, taken in by Knox. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if it's going to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Minshew's going to keep it himself. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Here's Minshew. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gardner Minshew.
NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Von Miller still rushing the passer at an elite level, well into his 30s. Only 11 games last year, already in the top 20 all-time in sacks, and couldn't make a run to the top 10 this season with more plays like that.
Shedding the tackle. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a give. This is Murray. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Another run for Murray on second down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Minshew, 1st and 10. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Bucs' 26-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A quick throw into the hands of Hardy. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
It'll be Minshew again. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield now. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Now we'll run straight ahead with Edmonds. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. Running right through him. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give to Edmonds. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Play fake. Mayfield. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is right through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Yeah, here come the Bills. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Out of the gun is Minshew. Flush to his right. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's good for the Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Minshew going to keep it. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper and it's 2nd and 1. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, But that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throw left side complete. That's Davis. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Minshew not coming off. They'll try and go for it. On fourth down, Minshew. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
Watch.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Minshew. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Fielded just inside the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. Comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Mayfield now from the 50. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Running left, here's Edmonds to the 27-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run with Edmonds again. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security has it. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They run it here with Edmonds. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And his kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And the Bills getting set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Minshew sets to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion. Option play. Here's Cook. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea, his second sack of the night. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. Touchdown Bills. Deontay Hardy from 6 yards away. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. Shifts past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
On third down, Mayfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cook up the gut. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Minshew. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's second and 8 at the Buccaneers' 29-yard line.
They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Off play action, it's Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis from 8 yards out. And the Bills are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. The extra point by Bass up and... And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Yeah, he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. This is 2nd and 8.
At the 15-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Breaks a tackle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Option play, here's Cook. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
And I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is a short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
A quick throw into the hands of Hardy. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up,
You can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Throwing on first down is Minshew.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fufu. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the Southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was.